because we don't have any direction, we have to find our purpose. If we don't find it, you have to feel a degree of pain and frustration to say, I need to make a major change in my life. So the best advice I give people is your purpose in life is something that you're born with. It's like your destiny. This is what you were meant to accomplish. This was what you were meant to be, what you were meant to do. And we were talking about that in terms of your childhood, etc. Right? But we humans are not born with that purpose engraved in our heads. We don't wake up when we're 7 go, that's my purpose. If it were that easy, it would be that simple, right? But because we don't have any direction, we have to find our purpose. And because it's so deep and it's so important, that if we don't find it through this authentic process I'm talking about, we'll find it somewhere else because we need a purpose in life. We need something to live for. What will that be? It will be drugs. It'll be some kind of cult that I have to join. It will be some kind of political movement where I can get out all of my anger and vent all of my frustrations. You know, it'll be on and on and on. It's something that has nothing to do with who you are personally, but it's something that you can believe in and can give you a sense of purpose. But it's not really who you are. It's like a drug. It's drugging you into believing that you have a purpose. But it's not the real purpose that you were born for. That's what I mean by false purpose. When you find your purpose, it's like everything falls into place, right? You don't need to almost do anything. You'll find whatever you need to find. Good things will come to you. I know that sounds woo-woo, I know that sounds mystical, but I definitely believe it, right? And so it's not like you have to try so hard. Yes, you have to learn skills. Yes, you have to apply yourself. Yes, you have to work hard, etc., etc., etc. But things just go so much more smoothly when you have it. So, for instance, one thing that happens when you have a sense of purpose, and it's something that I feel, I know what I don't want. You don't know the power of that. You can't imagine how powerful that is. But when you have a sense of purpose, it's like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to do this. Yeah, it can be rigid. You have to be a little bit flexible. So if somebody comes to me and goes, Robert, what about this? I'm open to it. That sounds moderately interesting. All right, maybe I'll try it. And I do open things like that. The problem that we have is everything has to be this way or that way, has to be black or white. And it's not like that. It's kind of in between. You can learn to dance in life. You don't have to go this way or that way. You can kind of do both. So the best advice I give people is your 20s are the best years of your life. You're young. You probably look pretty good. You're healthy. You know, you've got all these things going on for you. I want you to have some fun, and I want you to have adventures. I don't want you to be 22 and go and get a job at Goldman Sachs for the rest of your life. So you need fun, you need adventure, you need some looseness. You know, you want some experiences. But it has to have some direction to it. It can't just be, I'm going to write poetry, I'm going to do rock and roll, I'm going to go and learn chemistry, I'm going to, become, this, that, and the other. No connection at all between all of these things. Just trying everything for the sake of novelty. That's a recipe for not being successful. When you're successful, people start giving you these identities that kind of define who you are. And if you're okay with it, that's fine. But I'm a big believer in listening to your own pain and listening to your own frustration. So when you feel frustrated in life, you have to go through a process. You have to look at it and you have to go, what is the source of it? Normally, the first thing you'll do is you'll blame other people, you'll blame the world, you'll blame your spouse, your children, whatever, and you won't really look at what it is, why you're frustrated. And if you look at it deeply enough and you go, I'm really frustrated because I'm not enjoying my work. I'm making money, I'm going there every day and I'm going through the motions, and I'm successful and people admire me, but I'm not happy, I'm frustrated, I'm upset. You've got to lean into that pain. You've got to lean into what frustrates you and go, I can't go on another 5 years like this, because the mind and the body are tied in. There's no difference. We're all one. We're all a unity. And so when you start having these frustrations, these desires that you're not acting upon, it creates physical problems you're not aware of. why suddenly your blood pressure is rising, why suddenly your back is having pain like I'm having right now. It's all interconnected. And when you're not doing something that you're not engaged with, your whole being goes out of whack. Everything doesn't work. You've got to listen to it. You've got to understand it. And you've got to go, I want some joy and some excitement in my life. I want a challenge. It takes some fearlessness, because leaving a prestigious job at Stanford, we've got money. I don't know if he had tenure or not, or perhaps he did. It takes some guts, because you're leaving something that you know that's a convention, that's stable, et cetera, et cetera. But you've got to go, it's not worth the price. It's not who I am. I'm going to suffer for it down the road. In your 30s, let's say, to go, I need something new. I need something completely different. I need a new challenge. I'm going to drop this. I'm going to start something. You won't believe the energy that will suddenly rise up in you. You'll suddenly feel invigorated. You suddenly feel youthful again. I'm not stuck in this thing. I can try something else. Feeling like you're suffering and that you need a change, and that if you go on this way, bad things are going to happen, is the greatest motivator of all. Because if you're moderately discontented with your job, you're going to constantly be justifying it to yourself, going, it's all right, it'll get better. There'll be a new boss, or I can always move from this job to another company similar. You'll justify, you'll never get out of it. And the trap will just close in on you, and you'll never get out of it. It's those moments where, damn it, I hate this, I can't go on. I'm heading to suicide, I'm heading to depression, I'm heading to drinking, I'm hitting bottom. I don't like where I'm going. It doesn't have to be quite so drastic. I know I'm exaggerating, but you have to feel a degree of pain and frustration to say, I need to make a major change in my life. If you're always going through life kind of with half measures, going, well, if I start this business and it fails, I'll go back to living with my parents and I'll do this other job. You're not going to put your full energy into it. You're not going to give all of yourself into it, and it's probably going to fail. When you feel that pressure inside of you and it's very heavy, like weather that's very, heavy and thick, you're motivated, you feel it. I've got to get up in the morning. I've got to do this. I've got to accomplish this. When that pressure goes away and you don't feel any pressure in your life, you can do anything and there's no consequences for it. You'll just waste time, you'll waste years, you'll waste months, you'll never accomplish anything. You give somebody a deadline, right? They'll accomplish in 2 months what it would take somebody 2 years to do without a deadline. It's that necessity, it's that sense of, there's a sword at my back, I've got to get it done. It makes you get things done, it gives you the energy. It's get rich or die trying, to quote somebody. You need challenges in your life. That's sort of what the death grind is about. You're challenged, you better rise up to it. If the challenge is too great, if you're like, I'm 24 and I've never written a book, but I'm going to write the best book ever, you're going to fail because it's too far above you. You're never going to reach it. If it's too low, you're never going to have the energy. It's too easy. It's not going to motivate you. But there's a sweet spot. I don't know. I'm just drawing it here, but like here, where it's a challenge. It's above what you can do right now. It's not so far above that you can't possibly do it. But it's enough of a challenge to mean, God, I better get my act together. I better get the energy to get together. I better, change my habits. I've got to get up earlier. I've got to work harder. It's not like I have to get up at 4 and force myself and work out, etc. I can get up at 6:30, an hour earlier, and I'm going to meet this challenge that's a little bit above my level. That's a powerful way of motivating yourself. You need challenges. You need constant challenges in life, or you're gonna stagnate. It's just the law of nature.